Welcome to Buying a Park Home, Common Questions and Answers by Ibrahim Dolmir, barrister at Normanton Chambers and parkhomeslaw.com. A bit about me. I provide expert advice to buyers, existing park home owners, site owners and local authorities. My advice and guidance includes someone looking to buy a pre-loved or a new park home in England and Wales. In this recording, we'll cover some general advice on buying and selling a park home and things to be aware of. It's really important that specific legal advice is always obtained when buying a park home because it could affect your purchase and it can affect the saleability of your park home at a later date. Please note that any guidance provided in this recording should not be taken as specific legal advice. And if you're in doubt, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. Question 1. When should I pay a deposit for the park home? It's really important, firstly, that you find out whether the deposit is refundable or non-refundable. You also want to see whether there are any time frames stipulated for purchasing the park home. Moreover, you want to ensure that you undertake structural checks as well as legal checks. For those that have any concerns or have paid a deposit without obtaining legal advice, please do get in touch. Question 2. Can I use my estate agent to help me do my legal paperwork? The simple answer to that is no. You wouldn't ask your estate agent to carry out a structural survey on the park home, so you wouldn't do that for your legal paperwork. Finding the right legal expert with experience in park homes law is essential, and in my view you would only ever use a qualified lawyer. Question 3. I want to move back to the UK. I want to start living in my park home. What should I be aware of? It's important that you are aware that the park home should be used as your only or main residence under the legislation. So therefore, you're prevented from renting out the park home. Question 4. Do I need legal checks when buying a new park home? Yes. You wouldn't put your life savings at risk. And park homes is a niche area of law, and getting someone that understands this area of law is essential. It is best to undertake checks before you purchase rather than later, where it can become very costly. Question 5. Do you need legal advice when selling a park home? Again, the answer is yes. There's 3 reasons for this. You want to avoid future disputes regarding the park home that you're selling. You also want to ensure that you've got all the relevant paperwork and you've completed all the forms correctly. You wouldn't want an invalid transfer to take place. Furthermore, you want to ensure that you've got the legal right to sell. Question 6. Can a seller of a pre-owned park home require a deposit? Usual practice indicates no. However, it does depend on the contractual arrangement that you've got with the buyer. It's important that you obtain legal advice, and that will provide you the necessary guidance. Question 7. What problems have you encountered when people haven't used legal advice? Well, they pay costly fees for trying to recover the deposit. There's also incomplete paperwork that I've seen in some cases. And sometimes I've seen that the buying and selling process is followed when it doesn't actually apply. Further examples include incorrect permissions and status, and also unclear pitch sizes. Question 8. Can you give some examples of when it goes wrong? Yes, there are 3 examples that I can give. The first is the transfer of the ownership doesn't take place correctly, and therefore you've got an invalid transfer, which makes it very difficult to sell and also costs a lot of money in trying to resolve this. These are all important points to think about in deciding whether you are going to use legal advice or not. Question 9. Can I use a barrister to help me buy a park home? Yes, you can. I provide assistance and advice for those looking to buy a new or a pre-loved park home. I provide a report which is completed prior to you handing large sums of money over. I highlight the pitfalls of your purchase, providing you with an informed view. I give you the peace of mind that you need for your purchase. However, please do be aware that I cannot transfer money for you. Question 10. Can I use a barrister to help me sell my park home? Yes, this is something that I help people with. I assist with all the paperwork and ensure a smooth sale. I ensure that the transfer process is followed correctly and ensure that the valid process is undertaken. And I'm on hand to help with any questions throughout the process. I hope you found the matters discussed in this recording helpful. I really hope to give you the reassurance, confidence and peace of mind, and you're able to contact me for a free 15-minute chat if you're thinking of buying or selling a park home. All my fees are fixed and determined in advance with no hidden surprises. Please do get in touch for a free chat. I look forward to hearing from you.